Okay, so good evening again, or good morning, good afternoon, right? Depending on the time you access the video. All day, all the time, it's possible to study English, no matter what time, regardless of where you are. You may study at home, at work, if you have some free time after lunch, before going to sleep, doesn't matter. So, we recorded a few videos about the verb will and another few videos about the verb to be going to, which expresses idea in the future. Both of them, will and to be going to, expresses ideas in the future, but there are some slight differences. Most of them, as a matter of fact, we have already studied isolatedly and throughout the videos involving the future tense. But now we will focus on the differences. So that's the reason I'm recording this video, right? So let's get going. Shall we? Right? Remember the verb shall? Shall is only used with we, I, and we, right? When you say shall we, it's a tag question, right? We will study sometime in the future. Just to summarize some of the differences, right? For example, you are talking to a friend of yours. You have an idea to have a picnic. Let's have a picnic at lunchtime. So you bring all the children, everybody. You invite someone to have a picnic. You think it's a great idea, right? You believe it's a good idea, and you say, "Well, yeah, I will invite my cousins." Right? Because I know my cousins love picnics and I will invite them. When you say I will invite them in this context, it means that you decided something at the time of the speaking, right? Somebody invited you to go somewhere and you say, okay, great idea, I will invite my cousins. Or maybe somebody has some show tickets to offer you and she says, oh, I'd like to go, I bought some tickets to a rock show tonight. Would you like to go? Yes, I will go with you. So you decided at the time of the speaking. So it's decision now. It's a decision which was taken at the time of the speaking. Then you go and invite. Then you talk to somebody else about the situation. Okay. You ask your parents to go to the picnic because you are underage, you want to have a picnic with some friends and you will invite your cousins because they love picnics. Okay, but I need to ask permission to my parents, and they they will agree, and you say, oh, we will have a picnic, right? We want to have a picnic party at a picnic at lunchtime. We are in the beginning of the morning, so there is still some time for you to invite whoever you want to go. So you say, I'm going. You tell your mother that I'm going to invite my cousins. So it's the same situation, but it's different because here you have just heard about the invitation and you accepted. Here you have already planned. So when you have something planned, you use the verb to be going to. Okay? All right. When you know something, when you already know previously about the situation, you use the verb going to. Tom is sick today. Somebody tells me that Tom is sick. Tom is my friend, and you say, yeah, I know that. I heard Tom is sick. I'm going to visit him. So why I use the verb going to be going to? Because you already know that Tom is sick and you have already taken the decision to visit him. You have already planned, okay? Mary knocked and nobody answered the door. Okay, Mary knocked and nobody answered the door. This is your mother telling you. You weren't expecting Mary to come and talk to you, and you say, oh really, Mary was here? I will go see her. Or I will phone her, I will call her to see why she was here. I want to know the reason she was here. So I'll call her, I'll go see her. Why I use the verb will? Because I didn't know Mary was here looking for me. And then I took the decision just after I heard about the fact, at the time of the speaking. Okay? So it's very clear this difference. I believe you already noticed a pattern here. Will you use when you take a decision at the time of the speaking, and to be going to, it's used when you have already planned or already arranged to do something. So it's very, very nice. Okay. You can also make predictions about the future. We talked about this already in the video about will. So you say, Thales, if you have already mentioned this topic before, why are you repeating the topic? Because this is a lesson specifically about the differences between going to and will. So it's necessary to go back to review these topics so that you can better understand in which situations they are used. When you say something in the future, you can say both will and going to. So both expressions can be used to make predictions. Don't go to school today. It will snow. It will snow, right? It will snow and roads will be blocked. Wow, what a terrible prediction. Depending on who is listening to this, it's a great prediction. People who don't like to go to school. It's just an example, okay? So don't do this, don't do that. Don't go to the club. It will rain a lot, okay? Don't go to work without an umbrella because it will rain. So I'm making a prediction about some things. So you can either say it will snow or it is going to snow. The weather is going to be great next week. Oh, what a predictor. Yeah, just an example, or maybe tomorrow. It's easier to predict weather the next day, right? The prediction models are more accurate the closer to today we are. Um, so when we say that something is going to happen, when you make a prediction about something is going to happen, it's from something that you have watched now. So you see the situation how it is now, and then you make a prediction about the future based on what you know now. Okay? I guess I have already covered this topic. For example, if you drink a lot, right? I drink a lot. I'm going to I drank a lot today. I will feel terrible tomorrow. It's a prediction based on what you are doing now. So if you drink a lot today, it means that you will feel terrible the next day. And when you make a prediction, just something, when you make a prediction like this, actually this is wrong. You can't use I will. I'm going. Something is going to happen because of the situation now, okay? So I made a mistake here, right? When you make a prediction from the situation now, you used to be going to. It's very windy. The weather is very windy today. So what will happen if the weather is windy? It is going to rain later. So you make a prediction based on now, from what you see now. So just recapping the situation, you don't use the verb will here, right? It is going to. You can make predictions in the future using will. Yes, it's possible to use, but when you are predicting the future, you can use such situations. It's here. Don't go to school today, it will snow, right? It's a prediction, but not necessarily this prediction is based on something that is happening now, right? It's just a prediction. So you use will, right? Will or going to. Both expressions are possible. On the other hand, when you make a prediction based on something that is happening now, you must be careful because it's possible only to use to be going to. Yeah, I know it's weird. That's why I made that mistake. I looked up on the internet right here, and I realized that I can't use will in such situations. Yeah, that's it. Okay? Okay, people. So that's it. I hope you had an enjoyable lesson. Is it necessary to memorize everything? No. If I make a small mistake like I made, am I going to compromise my communication? No. So that's what I say. It doesn't matter whether you make mistakes or not. Of course, when I make a mistake, I like to see what is the correct way and try, of course, not to make the same mistake again. Because grammar is very complex sometimes. It has many situations, specific situations, and there is no way we memorize everything. The purpose here is not to become a grammar expert. The purpose here is to improve your communication skills, knowing grammar in a better way. So if you improve your grammar, the more you know about how sentences are structured and how to make sentences better, the communication skills tend to be better as well, right? But don't worry too much about it. Making mistakes from time to time is perfectly fine, right? As I mentioned before, it's better that you speak freely and make some mistakes, yet you make yourself understandable, right? People understand what you are saying, you communicate with no trouble, make small mistakes, okay. Rather than someone who is overthinking about it, oh my god, I'm going to make a mistake, and this person becomes completely locked and doesn't speak at all because he's afraid of making mistakes. Don't become that kind of guy. You must speak, you must practice your English, and making mistakes is perfectly normal, right? So, have fun, great day.